It's the 13th stage here in Rally Argentina. Good morning from South America here to this second last stage of the weekend. And we are already on the stage with Georg Linnemann, the current 10th place, with his co-driver from America, from the US, with Bleak. And they are already on the road, and we have an exciting day coming up because the time standings are so close between second and 10th. Nearly everybody could move up to the podium, and so we need to keep an eye on all of these drivers, and all of them need to push today really hard. The first already through the finish, it's Georg Linnemann, who is now through and has a time of 46.4. Next up is Jari Huttunen and his co-driver from Austria, Sulzer. They are now on the road with their Hyundai, so it's two Hyundai starting this day, and Huttunen is really close, only in front of Linnemann, so he needs to push to get a good result. And I think he touched the wall there, and I think that's a big problem for Huttunen, who touched the wall and got out of the car. The co-driver got out of the car, and I think this could be game over. A small touch with the wall here on the outside, and this could potentially be the retirement. They were on course for a top 10 result and 4 points, and that seems not good. We need to keep an eye on it. Maybe they can restart, but I think the rear suspension is broken, and this could be the end now for those two. We have Demivius next on the road, and he will pass Huttunen on track, so then we can see if Huttunen maybe is able to restart. But first we take a look on the Mevius, who is also currently in the top 10 and who only was 0.5 seconds in front of Huttunen. But this is now bigger. There is Huttunen. He can pass him, and he will at least get the pressure off Huttunen because he is not anymore in contention. So the Mevius now on to the last stretch of this racetrack, and he will go through the finish line with a time of 47.1. So he's slower than Linnemann, and the gap between those two is now really close. Osberg is the new co-driver of Mats Rosberg, so also there a co-driver switch happened in front of Rally Argentina. The Latvian co-driver now is the new one, besides the Norwegian Citroën pilot, who is in the back of the cars between places 2 and 7, who are only separated by 8 seconds. So it's game on for everyone, and Osberg is the first one who will set the time. He's going through the donut section and now also on to the last few corners, and then we will see his time. Osberg is now through, and his time is at 37.2, so it's lower than Demivius and Linnemann. Ebring is the next one. Volkswagen really strong here in Rally Argentina. Ebring the slowest one currently of the 3 Volkswagen drivers, but still in second and 6th place overall. So it would be a good finish for him if he can keep up this position. He's also in a fight with Osberg, of course, and also with Saracen, who is in front of him. There is the car Huttunen still on the side, and I think they can't restart this one because they are even not working on the car currently. Ebring now going through the last few corners. Let's see what time he gets. It's a time of 37.0, so the second fastest time of the current drivers. And now the battle with Saracen is heating up. Saracen and Bregovic, the Swedish co-driver, are now up on the road. The best of the Hyundai pilots is in 5th place, and he wants to keep this position because this would be good points for his championship hopes, which are still alive at this point, so he will push really hard in this stage. Coming up now to the donut section. Needs a clean one. Looks like a good drift through there and on to the last left and right handers. And the time is slowly running away from him. It's only a 38.6. so the slowest time of them all, and he loses the spot against Ebring, only by 0.4 seconds, but Ebring moves up at least one spot. And so this battle will also be on for the last stage. The last stage is in the beginning the same as this one, but at the donut section the drivers will run another route to the finish line. So some new parts also in the last stage. The second of the Volkswagen is now on the way. Ole Christer, baby. His time is running now to the 30s, 31, 32. Where is he coming into the finish line? He is through, second fastest time. 36.8, only Georg Linnemey was faster. But this keeps him at least in the top 4 positions. Now Freddy Loix and Habibi, they are the championship leaders and they are on podium course. So important weekend for Freddy Loix, as his biggest championship contender, Andreas Mikkelsen, is only in 11th place. After 12 stages, he will come up after the top 10. And so this would be big points for Freddy Loix if he can be on the podium. But let's see now the time for Freddy Loix. He's coming through the last parts. And the time stops by a 36.5 it is. So it's the second fastest time now. A bit faster also than Ole Christian Wavy. So important for him to stay up in front. Now the best of the Skodas, Marco Polaccia and his co-driver from Argentina, der Omhenesian. So for the co-driver it's a home event, and also for Polaccia, who is from Bolivia, it's the nearest event to his home. So also for him a big event. And this is really showing that they are loving the gravel rallies here in Argentina, because they are in second place and are really fast also through these sections. The time could be a really strong time for Polaccia. It's a 35.7, fastest time of them all. And so he puts a bit of a gap between him and Freddy Loix. This could be important for him to stay in second place. And now the leader. Burri is the leader of the rally, and he's on the stage now, on the second last stage with his co-driver von France, with Liverati. Volkswagen really put a show here in Argentina, and with one of the drivers who didn't seem to have the best of his season, with Burri already out of the championship contention. He is suddenly showing his real pace. Oh, the drift not the best, but I think the time will still be good. Let's see the time of Oli Burri. He is through the finish, 37.7, so it's the 8th fastest time, but this is still enough to be in front. He is leading 17.8 seconds in front of Polaccia. Then comes Loix, who is also 0.9 behind Polaccia. Then Wavy, Ebring and Saracen are fighting for positions 5. Then it's Osberg, and the last few on this page are the Mevius and Linnemey, who are separated by 0.1 seconds. This will be a fantastic Wolf Power stage, and we will see you there in only a few hours. Until then, bye bye.